Hey, this is the World Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is why the left is the best political party. Now, for anyone who's familiar with politics, let alone people who are not familiar with politics, there's two main political parties, the left and the right. And for this video, I'm going to discuss why the left is the better political party. Now, when it comes to the reason why the left is a better political party, it simply comes down to many different reasons. But the main reason, or not even main reason, but the main reasons is down a few basic principles, okay? And when I'm talking about left wing, I'm not talking about the modern 2010s, particularly late 2010s definition of left wing. I'm talking about the old school 1990s, 2000s definition of left wingism. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, now that I described what this for this video, I will now get into it, and you will find out why the left wing is the best political party. So let's get started. So when it comes to the left wing, why is the left wing the best political party? Now, when it comes to this question, the first question is simply down to the left wing ideology itself. The left wing ideology encourages people to do whatever you want to do. Unlike the right wing that based on religion and based on society's rules and standards is obsessed with, okay, you can't do this, there should be limitations and so on and so forth. The left wing encourages you to live however you want to live. Whether you have certain beliefs that might be kind of weird, or even certain lifestyles that, let's just say, might not necessarily be the most moral or whatnot, or even down to what type of entertainment you are interested in looking at, the left wing is for freedom of expression way more strongly than the right wing. While the right wing thinks there should be very, very strict limits to it. So of course, as a result, the left wing is a lot better than the right wing, as you can, as a result of that, whether you necessarily agree with the lifestyle some people live, such as the LGBTQ plus movement, or so on and so forth, you can be whoever you know. It creates a situation where you can be whoever you want to be, because obviously, if they have that way of thinking in the first place, you can do what you want to do. You can live the lifestyle you want to live. You can believe what you want to believe, and so on and so forth. And the thing that also makes it interesting is that even though you can live how you want to live, you don't ever actually, for left-wingism at its fundamental core, you also need to realize you do not also you also have the right to speak out about it. If you feel like this lifestyle is immoral, like the LGBTQ plus movement, which I personally don't think it's a good lifestyle. Yes, I said it. So yeah, back to what I was saying before, I don't think it's a good lifestyle. I don't think it works. You can also still voice your opposition to it, because a lot of people have this mindset about the left wing is that, well, particularly for when it comes to that community, they have this mindset saying that, well, you can't speak up, you can't speak out about it and this and that. But yes, you can speak out about it, okay? That's more a modern left-wing interpretation of things, okay? As the truth of the matter is, when it comes to left-wingism at its fundamental core, it's about you and your personal decisions you want to make. But at the same time, like any democratic society, it also comes down to the person's choice if they want to do it. And of course, like anytime you make a choice, you obviously have to be presented with the pros and cons, just like the LGBTQ plus movement, okay? Like, or a lifestyle for that matter, whatever you like to say, like, do you want to live that way? Because in the end of the day, most likely if you have friends, most of your friends are going to be people of the same sex. Do you want to be presented with a situation where you start wondering if you're in love with some of your same-sex peers, or do you want to live a lifestyle because it offers more freedom, or do you not want to live that lifestyle because at the same time it also as a result can create a situation where you might not enjoy things as much, sexually as much, because you might realize one thing that might have done something for you gets old and now you need something newer. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just because they might give you freedom on an individual level doesn't mean you cannot prevent people at the same time from the telling reasons why you should stay away from it, whether it's the LGBTQ plus movement or any other way of living life. The truth of the matter is, you can speak out against it. So what exactly is there to not like about that? Because on one hand, people on an individual level can decide how they want to live, but without worrying about people bothering them. But at the same time, you can also tell other people if they're deciding, okay, is this something for me? You can also tell them, okay, this is not a good idea of how you want to live your life. So if you're a religious person, you don't like that lifestyle, you can spend your time, if anything, preaching to people and telling people, okay, this is not a good way of living. As long as you're not trying to force people and directly oppress people, you could do that, because it's down to personal choice. That's the point in the West. It's down to personal choice. You know, and that's simple. But people make it complicated, more complicated than it needs to be. In the South, as usual, like everything that they touch, ruin everything, and they particularly thumb off everyone, and they just screw things up and just cause problems like they usually do. So that's the first reason why the West is good, because of the mindset. You can be who you want to be and live how you want to live, and at the same time, you can also make sure that there are limitations and stuff to how things are done, and even just speak out against certain things. And that's really how it is like, okay? That's the first reason why the left is the best political party, okay? That's the first reason, okay? And now the second reason, when it comes to why the left wing is the best political party, once you get past the fact, obviously, you can be free to choose where you want to live, and at the same time also, if certain lifestyles might not be the greatest, you can also start just voicing your opinion, like, on why it's not a good idea, which I don't know how people can go be against that. The truth of the matter is, when it comes to the second reason why the right wing is, why the left wing, I should say, not the right wing, is the best political party, is that it also makes sure that there's rules and regulations to society and civilization, whatever you like to say, for that matter. Because the truth of the matter is, the right wing are absolutely horrible at understanding the idea of having government control. The right wing are not good, fundamentally, whether it's America or anywhere in the world, in really getting stuff done. Okay, if they're trying to pass a law, the right wing have this way of thinking that, it's going to get down individual freedoms, it's going to do this and do that. But that's a stupid way of thinking, especially if we're having like a crisis and we need to get stuff done. God forbid we might have a really bad pandemic, something that's actually serious, unlike COVID, or we might have a massive like war or something, or a massive economic crisis that's looming. We need a government that makes sure shit gets done, okay? And the left wing is more likely to get that stuff done, because their mindset is that, okay, we need to have a main government, one nation, when it comes to way of thinking, when it comes to getting stuff done. The right wing are more obsessed with regionalism and saying that, you can't tell everyone what to do, and so on and so forth. And that's a problem with them, and that creates a lot of chaos. Just like the United States of America. That's why you go from one place and they have completely different rules compared to another place. But that over time can cause problems and add up and cause division and stuff. And that's the truth about the left wing. The left wing, at least if they're doing things right, can get stuff done compared to everyone else. Okay, that's for certain. Okay, now, and to go alongside that fact as well, even when it comes to just simply enacting laws that prevent abuse of people, whether parental abuse and so on and so forth, and just in general, for that matter, just actually enforcing laws in general that get stuff done. The left wing is better than that. The right wing have always been on, you're going against individual freedoms, and stuff. They've been doing this for years. And that's a problem with the right wing. Okay? Problem with the right wing. Now, is this system absolutely not full of downsides? No. But at the same time, it can get stuff done. And it kind of is perfect no matter how you look at it, because at the same time, if you can clearly tell something is going against individual freedoms, you can fight against it. You know, while the right wing will just spend all their time saying, just let people do whatever the hell they want to do. As long as they're not doing something that goes against Christian beliefs and stuff, just let people live however the hell they want to live. And that's how they pretty much take it for everything, you know? So that's the reason why they're the best political party, even aside from other things like obviously the bigotry the right wing puts out there and so on and so forth. The left wing is absolutely the best political party. So anyway, this is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And that's all I have to say, and simply put it, later.